Next on Worcester News Tonight, a meeting in the city tonight to discuss the future of recycling bags in Worcester. Plus, how an entrepreneur from our area is making it easier to do a common gym exercise. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. Worcester seeks feedback for their Clean City program at a public hearing Thursday. The proposal is an attempt to reduce the trash and litter brought on by the city's continuing growth. And while many say the program has good intentions, some feel it needs some adjustments. Our Cam Jandro's live in Worcester tonight with more. Cam?
Anna, there are multiple components to the Clean City program, some including expanding the hours of the Millbury Street Recycling Center. They're also proposing maybe even collecting textiles when you put them out next to your trash. But these clear plastic recycling bags are one of the hot button items that's been discussed, and yet again today it took center stage. Worcester's proposed Clean City program gets mixed reviews at a hearing Thursday.
I'm really proud of Worcester, the way they've handled their program and recycling.
I think that there are really a number of different options that we can pursue rather than creating additional waste.
The program would use clear plastic bags for recycling. For some, plastic bags would only add to the city's litter problem.
That we use too much, I think going to create more plastic bags just adds on to that core problem.
The bags would be sold for 15 cents a piece. The city would, however, increase the price of its yellow trash bags by 50 cents a piece. It's a concern for Public Works Committee Chairman George Russell.
Is that going to encourage people that are currently doing the wrong thing and not properly, taking care of litter and disposing of things properly?
If approved, a clean team would also be used to help limit the trash on the streets. A nuisance inspector would work to ensure residents are not illegally dumping. The Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce says the city's cleanliness has an impact on its visitors.
These kind of things are ones that stand out more than anything. It allows our businesses to build their own little community within their neighborhoods and keep the rubbish down to a minimum.
Now, Councillor Russell says he's hoping the committee has a set of recommendations for fixing up the proposal by the start of about April. There then will go to City Council where they will vote on them. Live in Worcester tonight, I'm Cam Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.
A Worcester School Committee member is looking for the Worcester Public Schools Administration to make changes to the student handbook regarding headwear. Committee member Dante Comparetto says he's had several complaints from parents regarding students getting disciplined for wearing headwear important to their cultures. He says the policy is outdated at this point and it's worth looking at. City Councilor Soraya Rivera also asked the school department to take a look at what's happening. The next step now is to send the issue to the superintendent, who can send it to the Committee on Governance. The leadership at Assumption College has approved the concept of restructuring and breaking into 5 different schools. In a letter to alumni, President Francesco Cesareo says the move could allow Assumption College to become a university. In doing so, the school would focus on liberal arts and sciences, health professions, nursing, business, and graduate studies. The recommendation was made to the Board of Trustees at a meeting earlier this week. Cesareo says the restructure provides a more focused and comprehensive academic experience. The Worcester Historical Museum is celebrating Worcester's 171st year as a city. Just like the pronunciation of the city's name, Worcester's birthday is a bit quirky because it falls on February 29th. And since it only happens on a leap year, we only celebrate the city's actual birthday every 4 years. Museum Executive Director William Wallace says it's important to celebrate Worcester's birthday because it represents where we came from and the city's growth.
The date of 1848 is based on Worcester's growth as a great burgeoning industrial city. Today we're on the verge of more growth, and why not be reminded annually of why we are a great city?
As part of its birthday celebration, the museum hosted a scavenger hunt Thursday where guests were able to follow clues to find hearts hidden around the museum. The future home of the Pawtucket Red Sox is a 10,000-seat stadium in Worcester's Canal District. The city says a goal in bringing the team here is to benefit the people of Worcester, including creating new jobs. A local group is working to make sure this happens. Our Brittany Schaefer explains.
And for being here tonight. A Worcester organization is hoping city residents will see real benefits from the Pawtucket Red Sox move. Worcester Roots is supporting a community benefit agreement to make sure public money for the ballpark project is invested the right way.
Well, you take some of that money and transition it into programs and services that really increase the quality and raise the quality of life for residents in the neighborhood. It's not a top-down approach, it's a bottom-up approach.
Construction for the ballpark is slated to begin in 5 months. City manager Ed Augusta says the entire project is designed to benefit the people of Worcester.
Is creating jobs for the city, it's creating tax, base expansion, it's creating visibility, it's going to bring lots of people to the city that are going to help support the existing restaurants and new restaurants that'll open. There'll be new housing that's developed as part of this, hotel rooms.
According to the PawSox, the team has collected more than 500 ideas from fans. Special assistant to the chairman, Bart Harvey, says the team has received a lot from the community and they want to give back.
In terms of showing the love back to the city of Worcester, I think a lot of that has to do with our engagement with the community early and often. We've sensed some real civic pride here, and that's what we love to see, and we hope that our ball club can really represent that at a grander level.
Augusta says they've listened to the public's ideas on how the public dollars should be spent.
And we've met with a lot of folks, we've got a lot of input, a lot of ideas. We've brought our own ideas to the table, and we're crafting a plan that I think is going to be exciting and beneficial for everybody involved.
And Augusta says the community will see benefits this year with new housing and more jobs coming along with the construction. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
The last cases heard at the former Worcester County Courthouse were heard more than a decade ago, and the historic building has been vacant since. Now the city expects construction to begin there as soon as next week in a development including new affordable housing as well as a tribute to a Worcester World Champion. Our Chandler Walsh has more.
The city says this construction will bring more housing to the downtown area. They say it will allow more people to move into the city and live in a historic spot. From nearly 200-year-old courtrooms to brand new housing units, construction to transform the former Worcester County Courthouse will begin in a matter of days.
High ceilings that you're accustomed to seeing in a courtroom are things that we will incorporate into the units.
Trinity Financial says they're able to begin work thanks to a rental housing award from the state. The mixed income project adds 117 affordable workforce and market rate apartments to the city.
There's a place for everybody, every income level, to enjoy these new housing units, to participate in the resurgence of downtown.
The building will also include an exhibition hall dedicated to Major Taylor. The cyclist lived and trained in Worcester and was the first African-American world champion. His great-granddaughter, Karen Donovan, was there for the occasion.
It means the world to our family, and it really resonates that this story is coming full circle now that my own children have grown up, and I want the story to continue.
The exhibit will be one of the building's many public amenities. City Councilor Candy Merrow Carlson says it's great to see an empty city treasure be put back into use and help transform her district.
These new businesses that are down at this north end of Main Street, a lot more foot traffic, so again, just bringing this whole end of North Main Street alive.
The former courthouse has been vacant for more than a decade. The city purchased it from the state to sell and repurpose.
Historically, this building has never been on the tax rolls because it was a courthouse. Now it's paying taxes. So it's a win-win.
Trinity Financial says they plan to complete construction in June of 2020. In addition to the Major Taylor exhibit, they'll also have other public spaces for things like art exhibits and events. At the former Worcester County Courthouse, Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
A legislative commission is recommending state lawmakers approve the creation of one or more supervised injection sites for drug users in Massachusetts. The commission is headed by the state's Health and Human Services Secretary. Earlier this week, they said the state should allow the site on a test basis to see if they can help reduce the harm associated with injecting illegal drugs, including overdosing. Governor Charlie Baker and Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito are not in favor of the injection sites.
I think what's more important is that we do the things that we know are working to combat the opiate epidemic, to combat addiction and continue our prevention, intervention, treatment, and recovery efforts.
At the sites, individuals could inject drugs obtained elsewhere, and healthcare professionals would be on hand to prevent fatal overdoses. There's now a new court date for Patriots owner Robert Kraft. Court documents show the arraignment has been moved up by almost a month, from April 24th to March 27th at 8:30 a.m. It's during the annual league meeting, which Kraft is expected to attend. It is unlikely Kraft will appear in court in person. An attorney can attend on his behalf. The Patriots owner has been charged with soliciting prostitution. He denies the allegations. An entrepreneur from Worcester invents a device to assist people in doing common gym exercise. Michael Domsick is the creator of the Ab Mill. He says planks are an isometric exercise, which allows you to work every muscle in your stomach. His piece of equipment provides a platform to help people get more out of planking. Domsick says he first realized his passion for fitness when he began wrestling in high school. He says the one thing he was not making progress on was his stomach, which inspired him to create the Ab Mill.
It's like a little bit of excitement when you get on the ab mill because it's taking all the stress off your elbows, off your wrists, and putting padding exactly where you need it. It's a really simple idea, but it's a patented idea because I feel it's revolutionary.
The product is available for purchase on abmill.com. We'll have more on this tomorrow night on Fitness Friday.